think he found a new spot for his guard duty. Cinnabon, we gotta find a spot in the basement to put that big missile. At this point, I haven't received it yet, but I know it's at least 3 feet long, so we gotta find a spot for it. And I don't know where to put it. Yes, we're running out of room to put uncomfortably large items. I'm thinking maybe here. It's where the Christmas tree goes, but we can always move the Christmas tree, can't we, buddy? Or we can just put that missile away. Whoa, okay. Man, I said the M word, missile. He's like, I'm out of here, I know what that is, see ya. For those of you who don't know, I do collect certain militaria, and this video is about the largest stuff, specifically anti-tank weapons. So we'll start with the oldest that I have, the French LRAC-50. We also have the Soviet RPG-2, which I believe is from the 1950s. This is also known in Asia as the B-40. It is a precursor to the RPG-7, which you'll see later. I tried to turn the lamp on, wouldn't turn on, and I looked, and it looks like Cinnabon unplugged it. So he's not going to be able to shed additional light on this subject. We have a very cool table that my dad made using a slab of black cherry from my property that we think is from the late 70s. Also used part of a Ford Model A, which is pretty cool. Has nothing to do with this video, but since it's next to the anti-tank mine, the Bulgarian anti-tank mine, I thought it'd be cool to talk about it. Check out the RPG-75. And we also have the Spanish M65 Super Bazooka by Instalaza. These M68 rifle grenades attached to Yugoslavian AKs with the gas shutoff valve. I've actually launched one years ago in South Dakota. Never found it. And last but not least, we have my favorite, the Soviet RPG-7V. All of the weapons you'll be seeing in this video are either factory inert, which means they were made as training models or for familiarization, or they were real and have been deactivated per legal specifications. So they're no longer considered a weapon. They're essentially parts / scrap metal that visually resemble what they were. I am not a fan of actual live explosives anyway, especially ones made to be weapons, because they are especially dangerous. They can still kill you when you don't want them to. A friend of mine in the firearms industry said he knew a guy that was using a 40mm grenade launcher. Not really anti-tank weapon, but the thing basically detonated on him. And when something goes wrong with a weapon like that, it is not good for the operator. They actually passed away, which is unfortunate. So needless to say, if you have a tank problem in your neighborhood, don't come crying to me, because this is as useful as a large metal rod, which is essentially what it is. Here's the question. Does he want to come inside in the nice air conditioning, or will he want to stay out on the deck? Let's find out. Ooh, do you want to come inside, buddy? You want to go on the deck? Oh, he's coming inside. Okay. He'll probably want to go on the deck pretty soon, though, I bet. Yes. Little kitty on the deck, huh? You already got your wet food, you got some fresh water, you got some treats and playtime. What else do you need today, buddy, for me inside? Just some more pets, is it? Yeah. Oh, what a good little monster, huh? I freshly vacuumed the house. Maybe that's why he was hesitant. Yeah, I freshly vacuumed the house for you, buddy, so you can make it a mess again. I'm just teasing, mister. I'm just being a goofy goober. Yeah. Oh, what a good baby, huh? What a good little baby. That's right. Yeah. I vacuumed, and we have a spot for our new missile when it arrives. Hopefully it'll arrive by next week, and we'll see. Yeah. See, buddy, look. Oh, you inspecting my vacuum job, or you look like you're gonna drop? Oh, he's done for now. He's a tired little boo-boo, huh? Yeah. A lot of people will skip over these types of videos with missiles, bombs, guns, and, you know, understandably so if they're not comfortable with it. But a lot of them don't realize how much kitty content's in there, huh, buddy? Yeah. Cinnabon's still the main star. Right now we have an empty spot, which will have something cool. Assuming it fits, we shall find out soon, hopefully. Yeah. And then we'll make sure Cinnabon will inspect it. The master inspector will make sure all import paperwork's done, huh? Just kidding, I didn't import anything. In fact, when I contacted the seller, one of the first questions I asked, besides, do you still have one, is it shipping from within the US? Because even though it's inert, stuff that's seemingly innocent, although it is, you know, looks kind of scary, is subject to some very strict legal requirements. So you definitely want to check with a lawyer or somebody who is very well versed in the firearms industry, if not involved in the firearms / military industry. Don't take my word for it. Do your checking, otherwise you could end up with some Very unpleasant letters at best, and at worst, some very unpleasant visitors that are supported by our tax dollars. And you don't want that? No. So you make sure that that stuff is legit and coming from within the U.S. if it is legit, because you don't want to play that game. No. That's right. Play by the rules. Yeah, because we like to avoid problems, don't we? Ooh. You gonna take out the blue beehive, buddy? Okie dokie. Oh, he's gonna sit by his daddy. Okay. Oh, I think you got it. Well, that's very pretty now. It's time to go inside, I think. Hey, Cinnabon. Look what we got in the mail today. Holy cow. It looks like a casket. You want to check it out, Mr. Boo Boo? Here, we'll turn on some extra lights. Ooh, what is this we got over here? Come over here and check it out. You want to go check this box out? Ooh, looks like whatever it was, it kind of got broken in the mail. We'll have to secure it. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like he's really interested in it too much. No, he probably wants to go outside because he's been inside all day. Okay, well, we'll open this later then, okay? Hey, look. Check this out. Want to look at the box, buddy? Well, to take this black material off. Oh, I don't think he likes it. Check it out, buddy. Look. This one's loose. We'll have to drill that in there. Yeah. Don't you want to check it out? We got most of the plastic off. Pretty interesting. Yeah, 9M14 something 1. Guess I gotta fix this real quick. Yeah. What's the baby doing down there? Do you want me to bring this downstairs? Okay. Well, I fixed the broken wood piece, which is on the bottom, so sort of a foot, and we haven't even cracked her open yet, so we shall see what's inside. Did a quick wipe down of everything. Okay, this thing is Sliver City, so y'all gotta be careful if you mess with stuff like this. So I've been told this is Russian, but I think it's Czech. This looks like a Czech symbol on other items I've had from that part of the world, so we'll go ahead and see what's inside. Very Soviet era style clasps. Probably do all 4. Let's crack the seal on this bad boy. It's like watching The Mummy. I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce what this thing is. But the 9M14, whatever that is, 1, I'll probably put the information in the title or description because I can't do it justice. Ooh. This thing is sealed. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Let's take the lid off. Whoa. Check it out. This thing has never been opened before. I wish I knew a year. I don't speak this, whatever this is, but is there a year? Could that be 1977? I don't know. What is this? This is huge, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and just measure this because I don't think there's anything really good to scale. Yikes. Okay, so this entire container is over 3 feet long, as you can see. Probably a little bit under 3.5 feet, so that's pretty interesting. We'll go ahead and pop this seal and see what it looks like on the inside. I don't remember this fog on the inside. I think it's reacting to the atmosphere, so let's go ahead and open this thing. Whoa. We'll have to save this, whatever. It's very gooey. Look at that. My goodness. Cinnabon's missing out. This kind of freaked him out pretty bad, so he's outside right now. What in the heck is this? We'll roll that up and put it away. Yeah, that's kind of tacky. Nasty. Okay, so this appears to be a missile. And my understanding is this is a trainer version. Oh man, that smells too. Whew. This smells like it's been hiding for 70 years, or excuse me, probably 40 years, but Cyrillic writing, maybe it's Russian, I don't know. This symbol looks Czech. I'll show you another Czech item which you've seen before in this video that has that symbol on it. Maybe you can, I think this denotes that it's a for school or training use only. This is my RPG 75 trainer version. you can see the same symbol or similar symbol there. This is checkmate. I think I'm going to display this in the case, but I'm not sure. This is pretty interesting. This is pretty big too. This is at least, this projectile or missile is probably about 3 feet. It looks like we have some sort of a safety mechanism here. It looks like it's, whatever it was, disengaged. Clasp. Oh, that seemed to have moved the missile. There we go. Kind of a two-hand job there. And this lifts open like that. Put this aside, kind of how we pulled it. I think the missile is loose, but I'm going to use both hands to get it out of this casket. There we go. These fins appear to be a bakelite material. Oh, and they snap right in. And then to release, I'm assuming you just... Oh, look, the instructions, you pull down on them, I guess? I don't know. Maybe they don't go back. Oh, yeah. Probably a two-handed operation, but it looks like you just push this back and then move it. Yep, I just confirmed I just can't do it with one hand. It's a pretty tight spring in there. So let's go ahead and actuate these. It appears to be Bakelite, which is an early plastic. They might call this AG4, which is more or less the same thing. You see this on a lot of communist type stuff. So let's go ahead and get all the fins deployed on this thing. There we go, we got it. Haha. Wow. And this comes off like that. And then, don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's something. This just goes back on and then slides. It's kind of gooey. It's like they have some grease on there. And it looks like this comes apart somehow. Who knows? Man, this thing is tight too. Maybe I just leave this alone. I'm just gonna leave it. If I try to open it, it's just gonna scratch it. I know there's not a payload in here because this is for training use only. I wonder if it's from 2022. I doubt that. Yeah, it was made on the 77th day of December 2022. That would make a lot of sense. 08, 1977. I've seen 1977 or 77 here a lot. I don't know, maybe this is from 77. I don't know. These look like some sort of a pressure relief valve of some kind. Again, this is not live. This is just a training version. Pretty sure this means it's training. Can you imagine being in a situation where you need to use this for real and then you bust out a training version? They would never let you live that down, huh? What does that mean? I got more text down here. I don't know. Well, if anything, this is very interesting. I went ahead and sent some pictures to a dear friend of mine in Russia, so we will see what she has to say. Maybe this is Russian, maybe it's Czech. Doesn't really matter because it's pretty cool either way. I don't think I'm going to use the lid for the display, so I'm going to go ahead and store this away. I mean, this will look pretty cool just being displayed as is. I could put glass on the top. That would be actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that. That may be the best option. But for now, we'll have it exposed so people can play with it. I think I will get some glass for the top. That would make sense because otherwise this thing's just going to be a dust collecting nightmare, especially with the somewhat tacky adhesive edge there. The measurement is approximately, on the shorter dimension, is 12.25 inches or 12 and a quarter. And the lengthwise is 40 and a quarter inches, so that would be 40.25 inches. We'll have to find a spot for this in the house, which we already have. We'll just have to see if it fits. Okay, I think I found a decent place for the sarcophagus of the missile. I just gotta put the missile in it. There we go. I got the missile back and secured in its case. And this was loose. It might have worked itself loose over time, but this basically goes through here, I think, sort of a safety mechanism, so it's harder to open this. It's kind of interesting. Then we just got to put that red piece in the back there, and then we'll be good to go. Where's little baby? I know Cinnabon's up there somewhere. Oh, there he is. Are you grooming yourself, buddy? Want to come downstairs and check out this missile? Want to check it out? I'm pretty sure it's Russian or Czech. We're still waiting on the word. Yeah. Of course, if you're watching this now, you probably have checked the comments already. Or maybe, actually, by the time this is uploaded, I'll probably put in the title where it's from. Check it out, Mr. Boo Boo. Ooh. Doesn't look as cool with the fins deployed, but the case does add adds a nice effect to it. I think it'll be cooler with some glass on top of it too. I don't know. What do you say, buddy? What should we do? Ooh, check it out. It definitely smells, as you'd expect. Yeah. Oh, he likes it, I think. Are you okay with that little boo-boo muffin? Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for letting me put this here. Really ties the room together, does it not? Okay, thanks. And that red piece just snaps right in there, so it keeps this retained, even though it's not really going to need to be. It's just for decor. I think it looks cool like that. The lid we're going to keep away from that because that kind of takes away from it. We want people to see what's in there and not guess what's in there. Yeah. You can play with it if you want to. I don't care. It's already been roughed up a few times in shipping and stuff. Yeah. Well, check it out. A little dusty yet, too. It's kind of hard to... There's so many places you can get slivers. Kind of nasty. Yeah. There's a little bit of oil in places, but I think I'll just keep it. It looks pretty cool as is. I've seen far rougher surplus. Just got to put a glass top on there so you can chill on it. Yeah. Not that you can't right now. No. Ooh. Why don't we reset the playing field for you, buddy? Here. Hey, there you go. Did I take the fun out of it? Huh? Okay. Well, I guess we'll just leave it for next time. Yeah. Well, there we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I sent some photos of that missile to a friend in Russia, and she said it is definitely a Russian, so that's pretty cool. And I did a little bit more research online, and I found out that they first went into service in 1963. And they're still in use today by a number of different countries. What you see out there, buddy? What you see out there? I also talked to a glass company, a local glass company, to make a top for it. Whoa, what a cute little meow. Yeah, a meow in a Meowissile video. So, in case you don't know, combine meow with missile, Meowissile. It's kind of hard to say. That's a tongue twister. Anyway, so the glass company, my boss and I looked it up, and he actually found it. We both had a good laugh. The name of the company is, drumroll, Norbert's Glass. I thought Norbert was a hilarious name. So it should have the glass top in 1.5 to 2 weeks. I talked to an Irish friend of mine who used to work in EOD, which stands for Explosive Ordnance Disposal, which was basically a military version of a bomb squad. And being in Ireland, of course, there's quite a bit of that kind of stuff, unfortunately. So the 9M14, I'm going to butcher this, but this is how it's spelled. Oh, hello there, mister. Can you help me pronounce this word? Oh, I don't know. It's Malyutka. Is that Malyutka? I don't know. As you can see, I use a cheat sheet. Yeah, I can't memorize all this stuff. I'll probably remember half of it. The important stuff. Commonly known under the NATO name as the AT-3 Sager. So a lot of people know this as the Sager missile. Yeah, not Saget like Bob Saget. That would be pretty interesting though too, wouldn't it? If he had one of these. Yeah. On the lid where it said Makita or whatever it is, they meant that it's for drill or training use only. See, Cinnabon confirmed it. It is said that when this thing is in a fully packed up in the crate state, it takes 5 minutes for a competent operator to get it ready to fire. And they say that there's quite a bit of training needed. I don't have this, but there is basically a control panel for this thing. It has a little mini joystick. It's kind of cool. I think you'd like it. It's like a video game controller, buddy. Yeah. So, and then it launches, and believe it or not, there's 3 little wires that come out of this thing. Very, very fine wires. So they follow the missile, and it has an effective range of, guess how many meters this thing can go, buddy? Well, he's not really too interested, but that's okay. So, assuming this one is real, and it's not, this is, well, it's real, but it's a training version, but a live one can go up to 3,000 meters. But what's interesting is there's also a minimum range. So, The minimum range is within 500 meters. So if there is a tank within 500 meters, you wouldn't want to use this. So what's the solution to that? You have a few people in your crew that have RPG-7s, which you've seen earlier in this video. Boom. An RPG-7, you can launch point blank. You don't want to do that, but you can. You can hit closer targets with the RPG-7. For the farther targets, you would use something like this. I also read that this thing will pierce armor up to 200 millimeters at a 60-degree impact. That is pretty cool. You can launch these with just a team of people. This is not an example of this, but there is a little launch pad that comes with most of these. And then you can also launch these from certain choppers and ground vehicles. Do you want me to put this on my Explorer, buddy? That would be interesting. You probably wouldn't want me to do that, though. You know, I could get in trouble probably for that. Yeah, even though it's really just a bunch of material, there's nothing explosive in there. It probably would not look the greatest driving around with that thing. It looked like Buzz Lightyear kind of when he had that rocket strap. Remember that in the movie Toy Story? Yeah, how could you forget? That's a great movie. So years ago, we're talking probably the late 1990s, when I was in elementary, we had a substitute teacher, an older guy. He was really cool. I don't remember his name, but I vaguely remember what he looked like. He probably was at the time, wouldn't be surprised if he was a World War II vet. Maybe the Korean War, perhaps Vietnam, but he was older than that. I think it was probably World War One. Not World War One. Actually, you never know. That would be interesting. More than likely World War II or the Korean War. But anyway, he would tell us a lot about his military service, and it was cool, especially as a kid listening to that. And I remember one day, he was teaching us in our art class, and then our art teacher was talking to him for whatever reason, and he kind of went like, ooh, like something spooked him, and the art teacher, the other one, reacted, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought I saw a missile flying through the air, or something like that. So I think he had a flashback, and I remember as a kid thinking, man, that's pretty nuts, but I was visualizing something like this, and believe it or not, I actually have the nameplate of that very classroom, which is pretty cool. I know what you're thinking, and no, I did not steal this. I acquired it fair and square. I plan on giving it to a friend of mine later who was also in that same art class. So a quick story time with Lex. Oh, a lot of broken glass in the parking lot of Norbert's Glass. Hey buddy, look what I brought home. It's a big piece of glass from Norbert's Glass. Yeah, sounds like they're sponsoring this video. Believe me, they're not. I paid them fair and square. And the person I talked to in there that helped me was really old, so I think I didn't even need to ask. I'm pretty sure that was actually Norbert. All right, buddy. I gotta close the door, okay? Yeah. I gotta turn the AC on. It's hot out. It's almost 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. Hey, buddy, don't you want to come downstairs? Cinnabon, hey, buddy. Well, suit yourself, okay? Oh, hey. Do you want to help me put the glass on here? Can you help me do that, please? Yeah? Oh, will you just be moral support then? That's okay. I put the glass on, and he's like, see you later. But check that out. That doesn't look bad, huh? Not too bad at all, I must say. You can barely even notice his glass on there, but there is, see? Ha! It's thick too, huh, buddy? Yeah, okay, he probably wants to go outside now. Okay. You want to go outside, little boo-boo, huh? Okay. Well, I must say that looks pretty good with the glass on there. My dad did mention something that makes sense from a safety standpoint. If somebody is going down the stairs and has an incident, I've had numerous occasions of that, both actually mostly sober than anything else, but going down the steps, if you were to fall into this, based on how you fall, if you fall in the middle of the steps, it could be an issue falling onto this, because these corners are not terribly sharp. They're chamfered on the edges, of course. We have a solution for that, and it'll potentially minimize any issues should this arise, which probably won't, but you never know. We have it in the form of a a Russian blanket. This couldn't be more Russian based on the appearance. I'm sure it's made in China, but I mean, that's a communist country, so I guess it's kind of related. Not that Russia's communist, at least not anymore, but whatever. Let's see what it looks like. Now, is that not a cool blanket? I'm pretty sure it's not upside down based on... Oh, never mind. Sorry about that, my Russian friends. I'll fix that for you. There we go. That's much better. That's how it's supposed to be. And if I have gotten it wrong for too long, I'm sure the FSB, formerly known as the KGB, would not appreciate that. Let's go ahead and find the country of origin of this Russian blanket. Well, what do you know? Russia is more like America than we thought. There we go. That'll be our safety feature. Cinnabon will probably love rubbing his head against that. And let's be honest, every blanket in this house is Cinnabon's blanket. So Cinnabon has a Russian blanket now. So we'll see how he likes it later when he comes back inside. The red side is appropriate too because this is one that missile's from the Soviet era. Do you want to see a new blanket I got for you? Okay, come on, come on. I have no idea when I'm going to post this video, but if these are still available, and you have to be in the US, these are not something you really want to try to export from the US. So if they're still available by the time I post this video, I will put a link in the description of the person's email address that I got it from if you happen to want one of these for your collection for whatever weird reason. But they may not be available. If they're not, I'll just put, sorry, they're not available anymore in the description. Hey buddy, do you want to check out your blanket, which is also happens to be on your Meowissile? I can't pronounce it. No, I cannot. Your daddy's not good at pronouncing words like that. Combining meow and missile, Meowissile. It's a little difficult for me. Yeah. Oh, are you washing your little hands? Oh, what a cutie. Oh, come here. Oh, what a good baby. Hey, here, I'll go show you the blanket, okay? Ready? Okay, I'm gonna go first. You can boop your head on it if you want to, buddy. Yeah, you can boop your head on it. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see me in a second. Oh no! Does it bug you when you can't see your daddy? It's fairly thick glass. Oh, there's a little blemish right there. That's okay. Well, hello, buddy. You wanna check it out? Look at this. Look at the blanket. Oh, gotta wash your leg. That's quite all right. Yeah. Just wanted to show you Daddy's latest project. Yeah. Oh, a little squeak. Look at this. Oh, it's a blanket. It's a Russian blanket from China. Yeah, one of their allies, I think. And that night, yeah, oh, he's not sure about it. He's checking it out. He knows it's something new. Yeah, is that cool, buddy? Like all that glass, yeah. It's safe enough to sit on, you know, just in case somebody wants to sit on it. They think it's a chair. Yeah, well, that's pretty fun. Well, that concludes the festivities for this video. So thank you all so much for watching one of the more unusual ones that we've done. We've done a lot of unusual ones, haven't we? Yeah, well, thanks again, everyone. And we wish you well and be safe out there, okay? Yeah, bye-bye. And just when you thought the video was done, and I actually thought it was done too, we have a little secret to share about this device. So this thing, this box rather, has a secret hidden compartment that I just discovered a moment ago while I was looking at kind of an odd shape on one side of the box. So on one side, underneath the protective PPE, we have these arrows, which means you keep it up this way, which makes sense. And on the other side of the missile box, we have a little door. So while I was editing this video, I discovered that Cinnabon actually discovered the trapdoor before I did, huh, buddy? Yeah, you did. You did your initial investigation / inspection. He walked over, rubbed his cheek in this area, which is where the trapdoor is. So good find, buddy. Yeah, I'll have to give you credit. You probably knew this whole time there's a little trapdoor. You probably smelled those papers in there, huh? Yeah. Well, good work, buddy. Gotta give you credit. Yes. Oh, nice checking out the carrier cabinet. Oh, so much to explore. Oh, careful, buddy. That's dangerous over there. Just kidding. That one's also inert. Yeah. He's checking it out again. He's like, let me see the papers. That's what he was looking for. Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and play that clip where Cinnabon discovered the little hidden notebook. You can play with it if you want to. I don't care. It's already been roughed up a few times in shipping and stuff. Not great lighting, but you can see on the top here, there's a little latch. And so to actuate or move it, you push it in and turn it a little bit. So we'll do that. There we go. And this has a hinge on the bottom. I noticed the hinge first. It's kind of a crude hinge that you can see that it was probably installed on a Friday because one of the nails is up. This just opens up like this. Oh, and what's on the inside? It looks like we have some paperwork on the inside of this. So let's see if we can take it out. Ooh, it's kind of crusty. Wow, this is the first time this has been touched in, is there a year in here? I can't read any of this. Wow. I don't know what any of this means. Okay, let's open this up and see what's inside. Okay, we went ahead and removed it from the wrapper. We have the little book here, and here we have the piece of paper. Let's get a good whiff of this. Smells fairly old. I'm gonna go ahead and 616. Interesting. Mecto number. I'm gonna open this up carefully off camera. There it is. Look at that. Looks like some sort of a packing slip or invoice, perhaps. The other side of it is blank. We have initials, and I believe 2407-77. I swear this is from 1977. Yeah, see 77, 77, 77. So 77. Yeah, I bet this is that December 22nd, 1977? I don't know. Pretty interesting though. This would be a little nice Christmas gift. It's the right colors for Christmas, pretty much. Maybe this is a Russian Christmas present. I don't know. Probably was for certain tanks. I'm sure this video is way too long for most of you watching, and that's okay because it's an unusual video. But this is really, really cool. So what this is it's a book of usage. Despite this thing looking pretty new, this has actually been used for training and things like that. I don't know if they factory refurbished, but check this out. This is a log, if you will. So let's open it carefully. So we have the inside cover. I can't read this. Those of you that know this, I'd appreciate anything interesting you've seen here. Please comment. I'd really appreciate that because I can't read this. I wish I could. It would be cool. I've briefly looked into learning Russian, and it is just, you have to be super intelligent to know that. So for those of you that actually know Russian and English or any other language, bilingual people or trilingual people, that's incredible. Look at this. So this thing was actually gone through, look at that, 2013, 1977. This is for sure from 1977. Serial, look at that. This thing is serial number 580. That is so cool. I wonder if anyone knows these actually have a little hiding spot. I could put all kinds of cool stuff in there. That's incredible. What else is in here? Number 12. Okay, so I don't know what this means. They're testing it or something, or they're using it in exercises. What is this? None of this really makes sense to me. Somebody used a pen. You know, maybe there's someone's name. Oh, that's so cool. 2009, 2005. Maybe this wasn't used. Maybe this was just inspected, because this thing was sealed when I got it. Remember earlier in the video? Maybe they reseal it, or maybe they just pop the top and look inside. Yep, it looks good to me. I don't really, it just doesn't look like it was used. So maybe these are just inspection proofs or whatever, but there's a lot of information in this. That's so cool. 2009. So this thing was, it's not like they just forget about these things for several decades. These things at least get moved around and inspected. Here's another page. I'm just kind of flipping through more 2009 dates. You can see this is the center of the booklet because of the rusted staples in there. More information. These look like, I mean, they're not, but they sort of resemble IP addresses, but they don't have enough numbers for that. Oh, that's really cool. All different people have been inside of this. We have some dates from 1992. Wow, 94. Different people. What is this thing? That's so interesting. I guess it's an inspection. Interesting graphic there. This has some United States information on there. Huh. And now it's pretty much blank. So after 2009 or 2013 or whatever it was, they stopped inspecting this or stopped using it, whatever they did with it. I don't know. I wish I did. The last 3 pages say this. I'm assuming this means additional notes or whatever. But the last page looks just like this with the inside of the back cover. Well, that is a cool surprise. I don't know if anyone ever... I'm sure people have found out. I mean, it doesn't take a detective to figure that out, but I thought that was kind of cool. Well, now you know. This is neat, too. Look at all those interesting... What do they call it? Cyrillic letters, I believe. Maybe when Cinnabon's back inside, I'll stamp his paw print in there, maybe put my initials. That'd be kind of cute. And then years later, when the next person finds this, they'll be like, what the heck happened between Russia and America? So I sent some pictures to a Russian friend of mine, and she took a look at that little book and said that the folded piece of paper, first of all, was a packing list, much like we suspected, or I suspected. I'm sure you watching too thought the same thing, because that's what it really looked like. And that little book, as we thought, also was an inspection book. And the details, there's a lot of details inside of the book, but the details basically were who inspected the product, where it was shipped, and of course it was shipped all over the place, in Russia at least, who stored it, etc. And also I checked out, using Google Translate, a piece of text that looked not Russian, because there wasn't any Cyrillic characters, and it happened to be Slovak, and it said function check satisfies. So function check satisfies. So apparently this thing functions to a satisfactory level. At least it did in the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. At the time, who knows what it was. Earlier, I suspected this missile was Czech, and it turned out to be Russian. What's possible is that it may have come from the Czech Republic or former Czechoslovakia or Slovakia, not 100% on the region and the different names and the times of the names. The country of origin would have been Russia, and it was probably in the Czech Republic for a long time, and that's likely where it came from. So it's not uncommon for that part of the world for things to be traded between the different Soviet satellite states at the time. I think this is an actual wrap to the video, so thank you all so much. If you've made it this far, my goodness, I'm so sorry. Just teasing. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. This is a fun one. It's different. But anyway, we will talk to you later. I probably said that 4 times now. This time I mean it. We'll see you later.